either you just encourage the shoulders to lift this way, or sometimes you can get your knees in there and really push forward underneath the shoulder blades and try to get a little bit more curve in the back. And some of that depends on how comfortable you are. This is hard on you. This is going to feel good to them, but that's harder on you. So you can do that. But one of the assists that I like is the leg assist, because a lot of your students will not get this. And Debbie has this beautifully. But it's the downward facing dog assist. It's the inner thighs lift. I'm hugging the shins in, I'm rolling the thighs up to the ceiling, and then I'm asking her to lift up without losing that inner thigh thing. She won't lift up nearly as far. And then release and come down. So this is important to see, and I don't know if any of you guys do this. Depends on your background, what your alignment thing is. But I'm sure all of you have done this thing with the block, right? Where you take a block between your inner thighs. It doesn't matter which way you put it, but the thighs go back. And then we learn to tuck our tailbone. And if you learn to tuck the tailbone correctly, it looks like an abdominal lift. It looks like Uddiyana Bandha, which is really what it's helping to create. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. The thighs roll back, the tailbone tucks. There's a lift here. A lot of your students will take the thighs back, they'll tuck the tailbone, and then they'll pop the block right back forward. And it looks like, if you do it in Cobra, this is what it would look like. So Cobra, remember everything is about Tadasana. So Tadasana, like Cobra is this. But a lot of times in Cobra, what you're going to see is this. And if you don't believe me, look behind most of your students as they lower through their vinyasa. But they come here, and they go to arch up, and instead of keeping the inner thighs lifting towards the ceiling, with the butt creases parallel to your, the back of your mat, you will see this. The legs will, and most people will say, it pinches their lower back. If you follow the lines of energy, that's right where it goes. It goes right into the lower back. The thighs are meant to be, like these are my thighs. This is my hamstrings. These are my quadriceps. I'm lying in my belly. This is my adductors, my inner thighs. These are my outer thighs. This is not Cobra, but that's mostly what will happen. And it's useful to feel it. And most of you have been in class with me, that I'll stand behind somebody and I'll be like, not that. Because with your hands there, you will feel, when they clench their butt, there's nothing you can do. Their thighs are going to roll forward. And so how do you find the extension in your back to lift into Cobra without clenching your butt, if that's what you've already done, if that's what you've always done? Initially, you're not going to go very far. But I guarantee that this will get you only so far, and then you won't be able to go through. So when you look at people's legs in Cobra, they should remain parallel. From downward facing dog, the legs are parallel. Forward to a high plank, the legs are parallel. Chaturanga, the legs are parallel. Cobra, the legs should stay parallel. Pinky toes on the ground, and not by doing this. Because often you'll get, when you have this, they can't get their pinky toes to the ground because their inner thighs are rolling forward, so they do that. Inner thighs lift. It's the same thing that we were talking about. The inner thighs have to root. This should be parallel, whether you're in Dandasana or Cobra. So the assist I'd like you to work on with each other is that inner thigh thing. And I'd like you to be bad students and clench your butt. And I want the person to feel the inner thighs, like how much force there is in that, and how that distorts the spine. So see if you can feel that, and see if you can find good inner thigh. And if this